The truth about being a landlord. Now, before I got into property, I was told, well, a few lies. Invest in property, they said. It'll be a no-brainer. It'll make money, they said. It'll be passive, they said. You'll have a supercar in no time, a rollie on your watch, and you'll be wearing Polo Ralph Lauren t-shirts in your videos, they said. And of course, the one that really sold it was the dream of having so much property that you'll be sitting on a beach drinking pina coladas and having that time back to do whatever you want. Drinking pina coladas. But here I am 9 years on, a few grey hairs, a sprinkle of alopecia and countless sleepless nights, and anxiety often through the roof, and well, I just don't have my pina colada. Aaron, roll that intro please. Okay, you beautiful people, I'm going to be explaining to you today the truth about being a landlord. Now, unless you're trading properties, the chances are that at some stage in your property investing career, you're going to one day become a landlord. And even if you get management to maybe take over the day-to-day duties and the headaches, you will sadly always be legally responsible. So please remember that. So rather than tell you the amazing perks of investing in property, which obviously that's what this channel is kind of doing at the minute, and I have 100 more videos planned for you to really help you on your journey and make sure you don't make the same mistakes as myself. So now's a good time to subscribe. For this video, what I'm going to be doing is running through 5 things that I wish I knew before I became a landlord. Number 1, tenants. Well, tenants are just like you and me. No, literally, like I'm an actual tenant. But tenants are, how do I say it? Amazing, beautiful, incredible, kind, thoughtful, interesting. Now, full disclaimer here, just in case one of my amazing tenants is watching this, I actually sincerely love you, and I truly mean that. But I have had some mad tenants in the past, and I'm talking mad in terms of they were writing G-Unit on my walls. They were smoking and then thinking, well, this carpet looks like the place to put it out. And there were people even getting arrested during their tenancies. And of course, the classic, I'm not paying you because you're rich. And that one really irks me because I'm like, mate, do you not see this Primark t-shirt I have in all of my videos? And I'm out here trying to get a like from the random population in the hope that I can get some passive income from YouTube. Save me the excuses. The second is voids and maintenance. Now, voids and maintenance really do screw up your income. And it's often not really spoken about, if I'm being completely honest. And I say this because we see so many posts, especially on social media, is people speaking about their cash flow. And it's always best case scenario and it's always gross. But they never really talk about that one time the boiler broke down or the roof collapsed or they weren't getting paid from their tenants, which literally can eat into 90% of your profit, maybe even more. And of course, I know as an investor, and one of the reasons I got into this at Capital Growth is actually where you make the true money and the wealth. But at the same time, I just wasn't prepared for the cash flow voids and maintenance. So therefore, I strongly recommend as a bare minimum that you put aside at least 10% every single month, because I promise you, it's going to cause you a lot less stress when those things go wrong. The third one, legislation. So one of the things that I learned when I spent my hard-earned money and I brought an asset and I thought, wow, this is going to be nice and passive. It's something I can pass on to my kids. Well, actually not. There is actually so much to learn because you're actually legally compliant for so much, and you have so many responsibilities that come with being a landlord. Now, this isn't something that I'd shy away with because you don't want to give us a bad rep, and I recommend you do everything properly. So associations like the RLA or the NLA is definitely worth you investing in because 1, they're going to keep you safe and out of jail, but 2, and more importantly, it's going to keep your tenants safe as well, which should be your main priority if you're going into holding properties and becoming a landlord. The next one, now even with management, sadly being a landlord, well, it's not a passive job. And the reason I say that is when something goes wrong, it's going to cost you, and as a result of that, management will call you and you will sadly have that stress. Now, if a tenant stops paying, or if you have no rent guarantee policy in place with your management agreement, you bet your top dollar that management company will call you first. Plus, we then have the refinances, the refurbs, etc. that all take time, money, and paperwork as well. So it's not ever as passive as you think. 5, economic factors. Now, it's funny, we stand here in 2020 in a crazy year. And one of the things that a recession can definitely do is put you in negative equity, and this is often something that is never really taught to many people. So I sincerely hope you learn from their mistakes. Please do not over leverage. Please don't take properties where the rent can't be covered if the interest rates were to rise, because otherwise sadly you're going to end up like a lot of past landlords, either going bankrupt or having to sell your assets too early. So please be warned. But hey, negativity aside, being a landlord has actually helped me live life on my own terms. And for all the negatives that I've spoken about in this video, if done correctly, and here comes the pun, it can definitely yield you great results. So with that, I hope you guys and girls had a great time watching this video and watching me ramble, and I hope you find these videos useful too. If you enjoyed this, maybe check out my other videos. Well, they're going to be somewhere here, and subscribe because it's absolutely free and costs you nothing. And of course, if you liked it, then please do consider just hitting that like button. It certainly helps me out, and I'm sure it's going to cost you nothing. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.